teachers. Thank you for teaching. Welcome. We're glad you're here. This is the Roosevelt Room in the White House.
And this painting behind us is Teddy Roosevelt up above.
He was one of our presidents.
He was one of our presidents 100 years ago. 100 years ago.
Where's Bernie Elementary?
right?
He's dead.
All right, welcome. St. Agnes. Glad you all are here. Thanks for coming. Juan, I thought we'd read a Christmas story to you, if that's okay. Glad you accepted it. That was what's going to happen. Have you ever heard that starts with was the night before Christmas? Yeah. You know what comes next?
I can't see.
Oh, sorry. Was the night before Christmas? When all through the house, not even a mouse. Nobody was stirring. Kind of quiet, wasn't it? Huh? You better read that because I can't see.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds. Don't they look snug?
Yeah.
While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. What does that mean? You know what sugar plums are?
No.
Candy. So they're thinking maybe their stockings should have candy in it, don't they?
You can't see? You come right over here.
And Ma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. You want to come up closer here?
Make it easy to see.
Yeah, come on over here so you can see. These are really beautiful pictures, if you can see them close. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear, you all know? A miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
Yes.
With a little old man so jolly and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. You like these pictures?
Yeah.
More rapid than eagles the coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. You know the name of the reindeers? Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. See all these reindeer?
Anybody in this room have Blitzen?
You all remember all these names? Dasher and Dancer, and Comet and Cupid, and Rudolph. That's right, he's not in this story, he's on this, he came later. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away on, as dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly. When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. This is pretty. You notice who's in every picture? Well, not everyone. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney it came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just about to open his pack. See all those toys? His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. Is this what we all think Santa Claus looks like?
Yes.
With a white beard and a nose like a cherry? The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
Pretty exciting so far, isn't it?
He spoke not a word, but went straight to work and filled all the stockings. And then he turned with a jerk. And what's he going to do now? How's he going to get out? Back up the chimney, didn't he? And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
That's kind of hard to do. Huh?
Yeah.
You ever tried to crawl up your chimney?
He sprang to his sleigh and to his team gave a whistle. And away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he went out of sight. What did he exclaim? Do you remember the very end of this? You? What?
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
That's
Very
right,
good.
exactly. Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night.
And that's what we want to say to you all. Merry Christmas. This is Barney. Yeah, he wanted to come, he wanted to hear the story. He's been Barney first. You see why it scared you, though. He's pretty ferocious looking when you first look at him.
But he's very sweet.
No, he doesn't bite. He's a little guy. He's a young boy. He's a young boy. His name is Barney.
He's just 2 years old.
He wants to be a reindeer for Christmas. He's a sweet little boy.
He came in especially to tell you all Merry Christmas.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Created a near riot.
Is there anybody that's not afraid that wants to come pet him?
Want to come and pet Barney? There he is. He's good. He's a good little boy, yeah.